वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. My name is Jasdeep Kaur, also known as Kenny Gogia. I am the holistic health coach. Have you ever noticed something strange? The moment we get what we wanted, after some time, the excitement disappears. New phone, normal. Promotion, normal. New car, normal. Even relationships become taken for granted sometimes. Now, physics calls this adaptation. Psychology calls it hedonic adaptation. And Gurbani explained it centuries ago. Today's Hukamnama from Sachkhand Sri Darbar Sahib Amritsar goes directly to the root of human suffering. It asks one very powerful question. What should a human being really ask for? Not money, not fame, not temporary pleasures, but something that remains stable even when life changes. Something that remains stable even when life changes. And this Sugam Nama Sahib explains it so beautifully, scientifically, spiritually, and practically. Hukamnama Sahib by Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji at tongue 597 of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji in Rag Sorat. Sorat Mahalla Pehla, Guruji says, तू प्रभ दाता दान मत पूरा हम थारे पेखारी जियो. You, God, are the giver of gifts, the Lord of perfect understanding. I am a mere beggar at your door. Now see the beauty here. Guru Sahib is not humiliating the human being. He is removing the ego here. Today human beings behave as if I achieved everything. I achieved everything myself. But one small virus can stop the entire world. One health report can shake confidence. One emotional breakdown can destroy productivity. So this verse reminds us we are receivers before we are achievers. Even our breath is not fully in our control. In physics, no system exists independently. Everything is interconnected. The sun gives energy, trees give oxygen, gravity holds you, water sustains you. Countless invisible systems support life. So Gurbani is saying, stop behaving like an isolated ego. The ego believes I am the doer, but existence itself is supporting every moment of your life. So, what shall we do then? Gratitude. Gratitude changes the vibration of the mind. The moment entitlement decreases, peace increases. A student said, I worked so hard, but I still failed. But another student with fewer resources succeeds. Why? Because life is not only mathematics. There are invisible variables too. Mental state, timing, health, guidance, grace, environment. So this first verse teaches humility without weakness. Now in the second verse, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, मैं क्या मांगो किछ थिर न रहाई हर दीजे नाम प्यारी जियो. Which means, what should I beg for? What should I beg for? Nothing remains permanent. Oh Lord, please bless me with your beloved name. Now this verse is revolutionary. Guru Sahib is saying, why should I ask for temporary things? Everything changes. Beauty changes, money changes, trends change, relationships change, moods change, even the body changes. Then what should we ask for? A stable inner state. Naam does not only mean chanting words. Naam means awareness, connection, higher consciousness, remembering the truth, living in alignment. Neuroscience says the brain constantly chases dopamine. New excitement gives temporary pleasure. Then the brain normalizes it. That's why humans keep running endlessly. More money, more validation, more attention, more followers. But peace still remains missing. Gurbani identifies this centuries ago. So, desire cannot be permanently satisfied because desire itself keeps multiplying. So, if happiness depends on situations, it will keep fluctuating. Naam means creating an inner anchor. A businessman I know spent his whole life earning money. Now, at the age of 65, he finally bought a luxurious farmhouse. But within 6 months, he became restless again. Then he said, I achieved everything, but still I don't feel complete. Now, this is the tragedy of modern life. Outer success without inner connection creates silent emptiness. So, how do we apply this verse in our real life very practically? Before sleeping, ask, today did I only chase achievements? Or did I also nurture my inner state? Even for 10 minutes. If not 10 minutes, for 5 minutes. Simran, silence, gratitude, conscious breathing. Honest self-reflection can slowly stabilize the mind. Now in the next verse, Guruji says, Kat kat rav raya banwari. In each and every heart, the Lord of the forest, is permeating and pervading. Now this verse changes how we see people in our lives. If the same divine presence exists in everyone, then hatred, arrogance and superiority begin to dissolve. Imagine if families truly lived this line. If families truly lived this verse, half the conflict would disappear. Now, quantum physics tells us something fascinating. At the deepest level, everything is energy. Different forms, same underlying field. Gurbani expresses something familiar spiritually. The same consciousness flows through all beings. The same consciousness flows through all the human beings. That is why hurting others eventually hurts us internally too. Because separation is partly an illusion. Now notice this carefully. When you enter a peaceful room, you feel peaceful. When someone angry enters, the whole atmosphere changes. Why? Because human beings continuously exchange emotional energy. Gurbani understood vibrations long before modern psychology discussed emotional state. Now in the next verse, Guruji says, Jal thal mayal gupto varte gur sabdi dekh nehari jiyo rahao, which means in the water, on the land and in the sky, he is pervading but hidden through the word of the Guru's Shabad, he is revealed. So this verse says the divine is not absent or awareness is absent. Like Wi-Fi signals exist around us right now. But without the correct receiver, you cannot access them. Similarly, truth exists everywhere, but the Guru's wisdom becomes the receiver. Radio waves are invisible, gravity is invisible, magnetic fields are invisible, yet their effects are visible. Similarly, spiritual presence may not be seen by eyes, but can be experienced through awareness. That is why spirituality is not blind belief. It is an inner observation. A fish once asked, "Where is the ocean?" Another fish laughed and said, "You are swimming in it." Similarly, Humans keep asking, where is the peace? Where is the God? Where is fulfillment? While living inside existence itself. But due to mental noise, we fail to notice. So today's Hukamnama by Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji is not asking us to reject life. It is teaching balance, earn money, work hard, dream big, create impact. But do not make temporary things your permanent identity because everything outside changes. But connected inner state becomes strength during success, failure, loss, and uncertainty. The world today has information, lot of information, but very little inner stability. And Gurbani is offering exactly that stability. Now here's one small assignment for you. Tonight before sleeping, write answers to these three questions. Question number 1, what am I continuously chasing? Question number 2, which thing gave me temporary happiness but not lasting peace? Question number 3, what small daily practice can reconnect me with myself? Even 5 honest minutes can begin transformation. Maybe the greatest poverty is not the lack of money. Maybe the greatest poverty is losing connection with our own inner being. And maybe the greatest wealth is the peaceful mind in the restless world. So implement today's Hukamnama and then you share your experiences with me. Take care, be balanced, be happy. Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Sarbat Da Pala, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.